What's up PSGINT family, it's your boy PSGINT here, and today we will be discussing what went wrong versus Stade De Reims. There will be no tactical analytical review for this game because first of all, I do really not want to rewatch this game, and second of all, I don't think there are that many tactical stuff to talk about on this game apart from maybe Mbappe, that chance he got that he should have scored, and of course the Neymar miss and Sarabia miss early on. But we will be discussing the game, what happened before the game, what happened during the game, what happened after the game that led to this this result and the anger right now in the PSG community. First of all, Christophe Galtier had to line up without 6 of his usual starters: Lionel Messi, Neymar Jr., Vitinha, Achraf Hakimi, Presnel Kimpembe, Nuno Mendes. Some players injured like Lionel Messi, Kimpembe, Nuno Mendes, and some players were rested for the bigger Benfica game coming up this Tuesday. So we were without some 6 out of 11 starting players. So more than half of our starting squad were unavailable for this game or were rested, as I said, but we're still playing 17th place Stade De Reims with still Kylian Mbappe up top, with still our 3 starting centre-backs. So it's not an excuse, it's just an explanation. Next thing up, I did not really understand why Galtier opted to play both Sarabia and Soler. I thought that one of them would get the start, probably Soler, because he was predicted early on to start, and you know what, giving him his debut start. But both started, and I don't think that's a great combination. I remember when Sarabia and Messi started together, I did not enjoy that because both are very similar right-footed cam slash right winger slash right mids. And adding this problem yet again now with Sarabia and Soler, where he should have started Soler, Ekitike, Mbappe, or Sarabia, Ekitike, Mbappe up top, that's a bit of a problem for me because I can clearly see these 2 players cannot play together with each other. Next up, Kylian Mbappe, his performance. I mean, this was the night for him. This was the night. No Neymar and Messi to hold the ball. It was Mbappe. Mbappe had to create, Mbappe had to score, similar to last season. But we saw that the problem isn't Neymar or Messi. It's not Mbappe is too much on the wide. Mbappe just has confidence issues right now. He's not the same player he should be, he used to be, because even with the France national team, we have seen Mbappe is not at the level that he used to be, confidence-wise. Mbappe needs to find that in some way, if that's talking to Galtier, Campos, his teammates, anything. But for me, I think the only way to find a key to open up, to progress Kylian Mbappe right now in this season is himself. He needs to look himself in the mirror and say, I'm not doing good enough, I need to do better. But yeah, there are a lot of games this season to prove his worth, so it's still early on. Next off, it's the big thing about the game. It's the referee. The referee, when he gave that yellow... First of all, when he gave the yellow card to Ramos and then the red card, that just showed he has no control in the match. Because a referee has to show control. He has to show... He's the alpha. He's the alpha. When he says something, people listen. But when you're just dashing out cards for the sake of fun, you lose the control of the game. And we saw that especially in the latter stages of the game where he had no control. He was just dishing out yellow card, red cards to everybody. Ramos getting a red card, that's... If he really said Potama, if he really dissed the referee's mother, of course, Ramos has to come under scrutiny for that. But for me, the yellow card started everything because that's why Ramos got mad at. Getting a yellow card for absolutely nothing. And it wasn't like this was the only thing. He missed the foul on Neymar. He didn't give a yellow card on it. He put the free kick in the wrong place. Sarabia got stamped. No free kick, no foul for that. So a lot of inconsistencies throughout the game. And Stade De Reims somehow only had 1 yellow card up until the 85th minute, which is absolutely unbelievable when they had pretty much 3 times the tackles made against Paris Saint Germain. And as I said, towards the latter stage of the game, Mbappe got a funny yellow card. You can see him just laughing because it was just not a game for Paris Saint Germain to win. Because when the referee does this, I'm not using the referee as an excuse, but I just don't want to see this in the future. Because this referee, I believe, he's 33 years old. He's extremely young for being a referee, and that just showed he doesn't have that maturity which it takes to control a team like Paris Saint Germain and Stade De Reims. He didn't, because there were a lot of brawls, a lot of fights at the end of the game, and yeah, he just lost control. The Paris Saint Germain players were vocal about it. Marco Verratti and Danilo Pereira talking about this during halftime and after the full-time whistle. They had no control, that he should not be dishing out cards like that. And we have seen an agenda against Paris Saint Germain this season when it comes to referees. So hopefully it improves after this game, after the vocal speeches of the players. Next up is Juan Bernat. Listen, I repeat, I do not want to see this guy for 6 straight games. Galtier has to find something. I know we don't have a left back at the club, but Achraf Hakimi used to play as a left back for Dortmund, so I think that's much better, playing him there, and we can have Mukiele as the right back. Sorry Bernat, you're just not good enough. And the thing is, even if he's okay, even if his performance is okay, I don't think he can play 7 straight games until Nuno Mendes comes back. So Galtier needs to start thinking about something now early on. But this is the graph of goal difference for Paris Saint Germain. So as you can see in the beginning of the games, right, 4 goal difference against Nantes, 5 goal difference against Clermont, and then the high versus Lille. Then went down to Monaco, then Toulouse, Nantes up 3. But ever since then, we have not reached over that 3 goal difference margin in a long time, showing that Paris Saint Germain are in a decline now. We are at the lowest stage right now, 2 draws in a row, the lowest Paris Saint Germain have been this season. So Galtier right now, he needs to find something to up that. We need to go up. We cannot be drawing games. This is Paris Saint Germain. It's not acceptable. And people talked about formation change, and that was even reported following Kimpembe's injury and now Nuno Mendes' injury. Galtier is thinking about changing the team to a 4-man at the back system, L'Equipe. The change to a 4-3-3 after the injury of Nuno Mendes may not happen now, but could happen soon. Galtier is thinking about the ID. The transition to the 4-3-3 formation would lead to a recognition of the M&M, a reorganization of the M&M to a model probably similar to that of last year. We really don't know. I mean, these reports were coming out on the 7th of October, so they're 2 days now, and there is a huge possibility that Galtier may move to a 4 at the back right now, especially with how the form of Paris Saint Germain is going so far. So these are some options for Galtier. You can do this, playing a 4 at the back, Verratti as that DM that can link up the midfield and attack, Vitinha and Fabian more attacking, especially with Fabian being able to take a lot of long shots, and Messi in those central spaces, Neymar in those central spaces, and Mbappe up top. Yeah, again, this does not fix the problem that Mbappe is talking about. Number 9, he doesn't want to be a number 9, he wants a number 9, la 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 la. This is another option for Paris Saint Germain. It's a bit more attacking, 4-2-3-1. Hakimi playing as a right winger. I actually think this can be very good, because this is very similar to what we're playing right now. It's just that Hakimi pushes up a lot, because Mukiele can play as a right centre back and a right back, and we can be very flexible during games. Just telling Hakimi to push up more, and we become more of a 4 at the back. And the last one is a 4-2-2-2 diamond with Hakimi as a cam. You can also put Messi there and put Ekitike up top alongside Kylian Mbappe. But these are only some suggestions. I also think maybe the 3 at the back can be a bit flexible, putting in a midfielder, removing one of the attackers, for example Neymar, having Mbappe and Messi up top to create stuff, and then you have a midfield of Fabian, Vitinha and Verratti. But the reports were saying about a 4 at the back, not a 3-man midfield. But we have the Benfica versus Paris Saint Germain game coming up this Tuesday, and this game can pretty much change everything. If we win this game comfortably, if we win this game in a dominant fashion as we always do at the Parc des Princes, I mean, Paris Saint Germain nights at the Parc des Princes, we have only lost 1 group stage game since, if I remember correct, like 2012. Paris Saint Germain, the Champions League in the group stage, is another level. So this is a perfect moment for Paris Saint Germain to get a good victory, to get a convincing victory, and to bounce back and start winning games comfortably. Allez Paris. I don't know if we will see a change to this Benfica game, a formation change, a player change, anything, but we need to see something. It can be a vocal speech from Galtier to the players. It can be the players talking to each other, knowing that they have to do better. It can be anything. Pretty much, we need to bounce back. That's the only thing. How it comes, that's not an issue. We just need to come back to what we were doing, especially in the beginning of the season, and better than what we're doing at the moment. But that was it for what went wrong, Paris Saint Germain versus Stade De Reims. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought went wrong in this game. Make sure to subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel as always, and don't forget to scream at the top of your lungs. Allez, 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 Paris!